So now that we've created our B2 body using our list of coordinates, let's create our costume. Now our costume is going to be a sprite, and it's not going to be anything too fancy. All we're really going to do is use some of our graphics, begin, fill, and line2 commands to draw a shape that pretty much mirrors what our body is going to be. It's not anything too fancy, but it will get us something on the screen. So I'm going to try that right now. I'm going to do my sprite. We'll call it my sprite. And it will be a sprite. And the same way we created a B2 body from our create body from coordinates function, I'm going to call a create sprite from coordinates. We're going to pass it the array, the location, and also the parent because we need to put our sprite on something. Now I realize, by the way, that both this function name and the parameter is a little misleading. I should be saying create sprite from list of coordinates, and this parameter should be array of coordinates. But that just seemed like slightly too long of a variable name. So if this is confusing, I apologize. Anywho, so we know we're going to be passing in our array of coordinates, our location, and our parent, which will be a display object container, and we know that it is going to be returning a sprite. So we'll create a new sprite right now. And to start drawing, we will set a line style within the new sprite graphics component. We'll do 2, and I'm going to hit Control-Shift-K in Flash Develop, which will bring up this screen, and this is where I'll be able to determine a color. Let's go with something green. Good enough. And now we're going to iterate through our lists of coordinates and use each one of those to draw a polygon, again using some simple move to and line2 commands. So for each So we're going to look at each array within our array of arrays. We're going to keep note of what that first point is. We need to keep track of this first point because we're going to need to close the loop on our polygon by drawing to that later. So the first thing we need to do is move our pen to the right location. Then I'm going to begin filling. We'll do begin fill, and I'm just going to cut and paste this green color that we had. And now we're going to iterate through our list of points. And simply call our graphics line2 command. Note they don't have to multiply or divide by a ratio because I'm assuming that the lists of points that are coming in are all going to be in pixels. And actually that's it. We just need to close the loop now by drawing a line to that first point. And just to be safe, we will end filling. That's pretty much it. Let's set the location of our new sprite to match that of the location that we've passed in. We will now add the sprite as a child to the parent. And we're going to return the new sprite. And that's about it. Then let's go back to our main constructor and just call our parent. Whoops, I forgot to mention that this extends actor. Probably need to do that. All right, now when we type super, we'll get some nice code hints here. So we're going to pass it the body, and we're going to pass it the sprite. And I think that should just about do it. Let's go back to our main Puggle class and draw in a wall or two to make sure this all looks okay. So within our, I'm going to scroll up till I find our create level function. And within here, let's add the side walls. So our wall shapes is just going to be an array that is going to list all of the coordinates that make up the shapes of our wall. Turns out in this case, it's just a rectangle. And we're going to have it go from 0, 0, and I want it to be about 10 pixels wide and 603 pixels high to match the height of our stage. So we're going to go from 0, 0 to 10, 0. Remember, I have to do these in a clockwise manner. Go all the way down to 10, 603. And go to 0, 603. Close that up. And now I can create my left wall. And it's going to be an arbitrary static actor. And we're going to pass into it the current Puggle application as the parent. Our point, we will move it to put it 0, 0. And for our array of coordinates, we will pass in wall shapes. Just to be on the safe side, we will also add this left wall to our all actors array. We'll do the same thing with our right wall. This time, of course, it's going to be at, we'll put it at 636. And again, we can just pass in the same group of wall shapes. There's no reason not to, because they're both just rectangles that are 10 pixels wide and 603 pixels high. Again, we will add this to our all actors array. At this point, not entirely necessary, but at some point, we may count on the update now statement being called within our arbitrary static actor. So I think it is important to just get in the habit of always adding this to your whatever all actors array you happen to have set up. Now I'm going to hit F6 and see if this all runs. Oh, look at that. I encountered all sorts of errors. Let's see what's going on here, huh? Syntax error. Line must be terminated before the line breaks. So let's go back to our arbitrary static actor class and go to line 38, where it looks like I typed in a single quote instead of a semicolon. All right, fantastic. Let's try that one more time. Almost. A conflict exists with definition new shape def and namespace internal. Oh yeah, okay, that was kind of stupid of me, wasn't it? I have my new shape def here in my list of points. And then right down here, I also have a new shape def. Well, that probably was not the right thing to do. Well, I will change the name of this one. We'll call it new shape def to add. And I think that should probably fix things. Okay, there we go. Now if you notice, we've got these nice big walls on the left and right side. And when our ball hits it, it bounces off. Pretty good. So now all that's left is for us to add the ramps. And we'll do that next in what will probably be a very short lesson because there's not much to it.